Good evening, everybody. We're back. Hope everyone's had a good week. Hey, Bobby, how are you? I'm just checking up on something real quick, and then I'm going to get yours going. But I'm really kind of curious about something real quick, so I'm tracking it down. Hey, Garrett, what's up, buddy? Hopefully, yeah. Right now, Luminance is the closest. That just went into the single digits. We're down to 9 left now in that. If that one fills and gets going, I'll probably focus on Valiant, and I'm planning on putting up a baseball mixer and maybe an Optic baseball random team at some point. Elite football and museum baseball come out next week, so I'm gonna probably get pick your team pricing started on those two. I got 4 days to catch up on, so I'm gonna try and get caught up on all that too. Hey Josh, what's up, buddy? 9 left in Luminance. We're going to be making a push to get that filled tonight. Just looking at something real quick here. Yeah, it's been an interesting week so far. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, Optic's a tough one because obviously all the base, if I'm doing it on here, I can say, veteran base not shipping, or just, the couple of people I know PC, I can separate those for them. But it's just, there's so many cards. It's such a base heavy product, you know what I mean? And it took off unexpectedly this week while I was off. So I'm kind of trying to figure out why the hell that happened. But I'll track it down at some point. It's very interesting seeing what the market's been doing the last couple of days. See, I don't follow it for 3 days, and that's what happens. I was looking to see who a certain email. I got an email and I couldn't recognize the name. I had to look it up. Okay. Okay, now that I figured out that mystery, we're going to do the break for Bobby here in just a second. 9 left in Luminance, which I have not been able to spell right at all today. Go check that out. And remember, every spot you buy in Luminance gets you an extra random team in the break. So you're basically getting 2 teams for the price of the spot. There's still some good teams out there. There's some budget teams out there. Remember, half case break on this, and all cards are shipping. All right. And remember, I got lots of cool stuff in stock too. Optic is in. It was in Wednesday, but obviously it wasn't here. And Luminance is still available for live break as well. Obsidian Draft, Chronicles Draft for football, Legacy. I still got Clearly Authentic, and of course Light the Fire for baseball. Plus, you got that incentive if you do buy a full box of my repack. We have seen one of the grand prize tickets get pulled. There's still 5 of those left out there. None of the sealed boxes have been hit yet. And the top 3 cards of the product are still sitting out there. So go check that out when you get a chance. I see my favorite dislike trolls are back. Welcome. But in the meantime, we're going to get Bobby's break going. He wants to see what the last box in his greatest hits case has got in it. So we're going to check that out for him, and then hopefully get some stuff going tonight. So let's see what we got in that. Good luck, Bobby. Hopefully something real nice in here for you. All right, our first live break of the night for Bobby, trying a box of 2020 Finest, my last one, and 2020 Greatest Hits, my last one. I'm going to see what's in the last box of both of these cases. We're going to go with the Finest first. 2 autographs per in this. Stoners Optic in stock Luminance Light the Fire, all available in group break format for Light the Fire and Luminance as of right now. Probably going to get some Optic going soon enough. And Museum and Elite both come out next week as well. So hopefully those products live up to their billing because they look like they're going to be real good as usual. All right, let's start off with Finest here. Go check out Luminance. There's 9 spots currently left in that Pick Your Team hybrid break. All right, starting off here, we have the Man insert, Aristides Aquino, and some base. Got a purple refractor to 250 for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. 12 of 250 on that one. Machado, Zach Collins rookie. Regular base. We have a refractor of Justin Turner. Had a good game last night. Nice to have baseball back again. Insert rookie, Yordan Alvarez, the Man. Normal base. Aquino rookie. We've got a Finest Duels, AJ Puck and Seth Brown. Regular base. And this should be your first auto. It's going to be an orange 20 of 25 of Sheldon Noose for the Athletics. Orange refractor rookie auto. Sharp orange here. 20 of 25. Hey, Tim. What's up, buddy? 20 of 25 on the Sheldon Noose orange. Matt Chapman refractor, Matt Chapman base. Finishes off mini box 1. Empty box there. And first pack in this one, Rhys Hoskins, the Man. Continuing on here. Chris Davis, that's one of the extended base. Got a refractor, Charlie Blackmon. Finest Firsts, nice insert, Yordan Alvarez. Luis Robert, the Man. That's probably the best 2 of those you could hit. We've got another Finest Duels, Jorge Soler and Whit Merrifield. And we'll finish it off with the second auto in the box. And that's going to be a base auto, upside down for some reason. That's a nice one. Kevin Biggio for the Blue Jays. Base refractor autograph. Interesting auto. And a refractor of Yu Darvish and your regular base. Let's see what this Biggie's got in it. As usual, 3 hits or special redemptions in a box. Finish off this case. Tim, you're in thin ice and you just got in here for 2 minutes. My name is AJ and I have a problem. All right, nice first hit here, 2019. This is Topps Clearly Authentic Pete Alonso rookie auto. That is pretty cool. The case is a bit scratched up, as you can assume it from it being, bouncing around. But nonetheless, 19 Pete Alonso rookie autograph from Clearly Authentic. All right, next one up here is going to be a PSA Gem Mint 10 rookie of Luka Doncic. I heard this guy's good at basketball. Gem Mint 10 Donruss rated rookie, 18-19. Very nice right there. And this is apparently a basketball box, because we've also got a 17-18 Prism rookie Gem Mint 10 Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz. PSA Gem Mint 10 on this one as well. Those aren't bad cards to have. Just saying. I had a 9.5 of him very recently. So I know that this is a decent card. So Jim Mitchell, Jim Doncic, and a Pete Alonso rookie auto. Not bad at all. That's going to do it. Thank you for the break. All right. That breaks in the books. Let me get that up on YouTube real quick. About 9:15. The night is young. Okay, that's up on the tube. Should be there any second now. You confused me, Bobby, with your 2 usernames. And 9 left in Luminance. So let's get that going. You can see we got some cool stuff in front of us here. There's 2 boxes like to lean for some reason. But you can't really go wrong. That was actually a pretty good box. That might be the best box of the 3. There's 3 really solid cards in that one. But yeah, the Dodgers are super stacked. So the fact that he didn't make the team, I mean, he'd be a second baseman starter on what? Probably 20 to 25 of the teams in MLB right now, as we sit. All right. So like I said, 9 left in Luminance. I mean, seriously. I mean, we're in a market right now where Bol has a double-double in a scrimmage, and his prices go up 20 times overnight. I got cleared out of Bol cards the night of and morning after that game. Completely cleared out. Bunch of cool stuff in stock, guys. Donruss Optic Baseball. Looking for those hot boxes, like the fire by the pack and by the box and by the group break. Luminance Pick Your Team is up there. Only 9 teams left in that. We're trying to get that rolling. Looking for a good Saturday/Sunday here to finish off the week. Elite and Museum are both out next week. That's some firepower of iconic releases right there. I'm still trying to figure it out. I didn't increase my price. I went with my usual markup. I know Blowout's a lot higher than me. But it looks like Robert stuff is going insane, and I can only assume it's because of baseball starting up. I didn't look at everything else to see if everything increased across the board, but it's a large increase from where it was at on Tuesday when I initially looked it up. I'm not complaining. I'm just interested. Because it doesn't look like, pre-orders aren't super up, across the board at all. So there must be some demand on DealerNet. There's a ton of buys out there, and no sells. So I guess there just isn't that much of it available right now. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to figure it out though. I'd like to figure it out. But like I said, I just figured I'd put it at my whatever the price around I was going to put it at. I don't get it, but I'm also glad that it's not a super ridiculous amount of money that I'm going to lose. Can't complain about that. And I am probably going to look into doing some sort of maybe 4-box random team or 4-box dual random team to kind of get an optic break up there. But I do have Museum coming out next week, and I know that one's going to be big compared to considering what high-end Topps has done so far this year. It's all been pretty nice, so I've got high expectations at the very least. But hey, Mosaic Football's on pre-order for $600 a box if anyone's interested. And Chronicles Baseball's up at $250. Origins is up at $300. So I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble getting some product here probably in the summer months. I'll probably be getting just enough for the site. Usually I overbuy a little bit, but I think those days are over, at least for the time being. That's just straight up insane. There's no reason for it to be that high. Absolutely none. Like, who's buying Chronicles at $250 right now? It's not nearly that high. I mean, I don't want to give away every secret in the book here, but I can tell you right now that Mosaic's MSRP is probably a quarter of that. If I had to guess, considering what my buy-in is. I'm not assuming I'm going to get any, though. That's the problem. I'm probably not going to get any. It's just that's unfortunately just the way it is right now. And I'm going to have to buy secondary on release and hope I get some. That's where I'm at right now. It's a little insane. And I don't understand it. I don't think anyone's buying it at that price. But there's not much I can do at the moment. I can attempt to get some and, see what happens. Soccer across the board went up. I don't know what made that happen. All of a sudden, Chronicles Soccer comes out, and soccer cards from every year from the past 3 years all go up across the board. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Because I've got everything under the sun pre-ordered, but there's definitely, I don't know if I'm going to get any, especially from my distributor. I hope I do. But I can see my price for Mosaic Football, and makes me sad how much is being charged right now. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, now, I mean that's a good time to have those. I'm just soccer. I already didn't really know the market super well, so I can't. I don't have any expertise on that one. I'm a little confused though. I mean, soccer's never been big over here. I saw a couple people that got orders that legit only ordered their 3 boxes and they just got straight up canceled. I don't really know. I mean, obviously, I'm going to believe that they only bought in the 3. But I know some people that bought the 3 and got in the raffle somehow and got both their orders. Oh, I'm going to open them. Wax was not meant to be stored away. I'm opening those suckers. I bought them to open them. Check it out, guys. 9 left in Luminance. Light the fire up in pack, box, and group break format. Optic is brand new, technically, and in today. My T206 Series 2s came in too as well. So we'll see. I got a bunch of stuff. The cards look amazing, and that's why I want. They look good. I'm very interested in opening those. Well, they try to make them look like 93 finest. The only thing I'm not a fan of, the refractors should have been the green. You know what I mean? The original 93 finest refractors are green. I know that's just the base refractor, but I feel like they should have been green. Everything else is nice. I know the Longo Super got pulled too, and I'm very sad about that. But maybe I'll get a red or a black or something like that. Let's get stuff going, guys. 9:30. Luminance, pick your team is at 9 teams left. I'd really like to get that broken this weekend with Elite coming up next week. the base refractors are also going for more than the gold. Just from looking up, because obviously I want the Longos. But that makes sense to me because the base refractor and the base card right now is the best thing in the world to have. So that's not exactly surprising at the very least to me. Thanks, man. Hopefully in 3 boxes I hit the majority of a base set, or all of it. I would hope so, but I get that that's not how it works. Yeah, the autos are, I think, what, 1 in 6 boxes, correct? So, I mean, if I hit one, I'll be happy. I'm not expecting to, but I'm hoping to hit something. I'm hoping to hit a red. I know that that's wishful thinking because they're probably rarer than the than the autos, but I would love to hit a red. I'm more interested in hitting the right names. To be completely honest, I'd love to hit the right names. If there's one release that I'd like to hit the right name, and it's this one. Hopefully we can get some stuff going here, guys. It's a little after 9:30 Eastern. I got tons of stuff in stock. We're looking to get Luminance going here. Optic Baseball is in. Light the Fire, hoping to get some movement on that. Plenty of football in. Clearly Authentic. I still have a few boxes in stock as well if you're looking for licensed. I mean, obviously both Robert Supers, the Robert Super, the Bichette Super, and the Trout Super. They're all in one box. I don't know what's in the other two. So, at the very least, I know I have all 3 of those. Which, I mean, that's I should break even after all those cards. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Been a while since I hit I've hit a Super Refractor recently here, but it's been a while. I've been on a Super Refractor drought. We're due. Maybe there's a couple in Optic. I know they had player-themed boxes, but they never did player-themed cases, did they? I know Panini's done it with Flawless and Teams. In Collegiate, they had, a box was all Alabama players, or all Clemson, or all Ohio State. But a full case? That's not good. Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be it should be somebody big if it's going to be that way. Actually, that's a no-win situation. Because if it's Trout, then everyone's going to complain that, all the Trouts were in one place. And if it's a bad player, people are going to say, like, oh, how can you have a full case with just that one crappy player? You can't win there. And there's no way that could have been a mistake. This had to be hand-packed. There's no way this was machine packed out. And imagine getting into a player break of that. That would suck. I mean, the product is a lot higher right now than MSRP, but what isn't? But that's a little insane. I'm not gonna lie. 9 in Luminance, guys. Optic Baseball in stock. Clearly Authentic Legacy Chronicles, Obsidian Luminance, Absolute Baseball. I got some Leaf stuff still left. There's a bunch of different stuff up on the site and available. Hopefully we can get something moving tonight. I would love to break Luminance this weekend. Hate to keep people waiting. Let's get this going, guys. First day back in a while here. Let's shake off the rust and get some stuff going. 9 left in Luminance. Optic is available. Josh comes and goes. That one doesn't surprise me. Josh knows this. He would not be offended by that at all. He's aware. It's possible. I was playing the show today for the first time in like 4 days. I actually did pretty well. I should not play for 4 days more often. But I'm definitely looking to get some stuff going here because I would like to get this stuff filled this weekend, or at least Luminance. Just to so that it's not sitting here. I learned my lesson with the guaranteed break. That didn't seem to work. Oh, I had some alcohol. Don't worry about that. I definitely had some alcohol. My go-to at this point in the game is Tequila Rose. It's a strawberry and cream liqueur. It's really good, and it tastes kind of like strawberry milk almost, because I like that kind of stuff. And I got my Angry Orchards and stuff too. The usual stuff. Because, vodka gives me really bad headaches. So I stay away completely from vodka. I have a Malibu Mango Rum. I love that stuff. But the really hard stuff tends to give me headaches really easily. And I'm not 22 anymore. So it doesn't affect me. It affects me more now than it did before. Oh, I love my Angry Orchard. I love that stuff. It's so good. Yeah, we'll occasionally get a 12 or a 24 pack and just kind of have it. I don't drink like a ton in one night, but I'll have one or two after the stream's done, or if I'm playing the show on an off day, I'll be drinking one because they're not bad. I mean, they're low alcohol content. You can drink one of those and be perfectly fine. It's amazing how many 1-1 teams there are right now. Nine left in Luminance. Plenty of live breaks in stock as well. Because if you look at the standings as of right now, and I get that we're 2 games in. I understand that for anyone saying or thinking, what's this guy's issue? Right now, all but, and this is, taking out teams that have only played, or haven't finished yet today. The Padres and the D-backs are 1-0 and 0-1. They're playing now. But the only teams that aren't 1-1 that have played 2 games and finished are the Pirates, Cardinals, Mariners, Astros. That's it. Every other team is 1-1 that's played 2 games. The entire AL Central is 1-1. The entire AL East, with the exception of the Yankees, who are about to lose, are 1-1. The entire AL East is 1-1 because the Nationals are going to win. So you're going to have 3 whole divisions that are 1-1 at the end of this. That's insane. Like, immediately, no one's going to have a winning streak to start the season. We're not going to see any, 2 7-0 teams kind of, distance themselves There's only 2 teams left already after 3 games. 3 teams left that have a chance to start the season off 3-0. The Padres, the Cardinals, and the Astros. That's it. After 2 games. That's so insane. I don't know if it's because it sounds similar to Buffalo Wild Wings, but the Buffalo Blue Jays really, that sounds like a team, doesn't it? Because that's what I'm going to be calling them. I mean, they're the Toronto Blue Jays in all the breaks. But I have no problem referring to them as the Buffalo Blue Jays for the rest of the season. Because that's what they are. They're not playing in Toronto. They're the Buffalo Blue Jays for this year. And if they had been playing in Pittsburgh, they would have been the Pittsburgh Blue Jays. But they're not. So, I mean, that's just how it works, unfortunately. Although I do think, I mean, I get the whole COVID thing. Trust me. But it does kind of suck. Blue Jays Mafia. Plenty of live breaks available. Luminance at 9 spots left. It does, but I mean, I'm sure they would have rather play in an MLB stadium. I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to make Buffalo MLB ready. But I mean, you're still playing in a AAA stadium. There's just not going to be as much room there. But I'm sure they're going to, spend some money and upgrade everything there. Kind of like some of the MLB stadiums have been converting the suites into locker rooms for people. I'm sure they will start doing that. But it's still a AAA stadium, at the very least. Right, so 30 games a year, right? And who's to say if at the end of the year, they're like, okay, we're, 12 and 35. Let's just play the rest of our games on the road because it's an MLB stadium. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of, rash decisions being made throughout the year. And I'm assuming at least a few series will be moved based on, stuff happening. Or if you're a Game Grumps fan, because they couldn't refer to COVID on the YouTube channel because it was against the terms of service. They didn't want that, they were kind of limiting some stuff, censoring, if you will. But they were referring to the COVID outbreak as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. So that's how they've been referring to it the rest of the last couple of months. So if the Backstreet Boys reunion tour keeps, postponing or moving stuff, then I have a feeling we're going to see some, locations moved, or maybe, a playoffs in a hub city, kind of like we're seeing with hockey and basketball. I wouldn't be shocked to see that. It would have been nice to do it, from the get-go, but that's going to be really hard. You can't just build baseball fields. It'd have to be in either Arizona or Florida for spring training, and you got to get those fields up to, Arizona is not probably great for housing. What you need probably 15 to 2,000 people in one place, 900 players and coaches and staff, at least that much. That's a lot of people. 1,500 at the minimum. If we're going to talk maybe 30 players and 20 coaches / trainers / doctors, broadcasters, whatever. So the NBA got in the bubble and they're just going to stay there, but I don't think they can pull it off for baseball. Let's get something going, guys. 9 left in Luminance. Plenty of live breaks available. Trying to get something moving here on a Saturday. I kind of thought we might be a little slow today, considering I haven't been live this week, but we'll try and get a full Sunday going. I'll be hitting the socials hard. Yeah, I mean, I went to one of the local farmers markets here. We go occasionally, a couple times a year. They have an outdoor flea market, and they have like an inside, probably quarter-mile long inside thing with, a couple hundred various shops. And obviously it's mask required. And it's humid as hell here right now. It's hot as hell here right now. I was in a mask for maybe 2 hours. And I'm not used to it because I don't go out that often. I was dying when I got home. I was tired of it 30 minutes in. I know it's necessary, but man, if that's the new normal, I'm gonna be a hermit for my 30s. So, because we're mask mandatory for the most part here. There's a couple places you can go without it, but for the most part, you gotta wear a mask here. Everyone keeps mentioning a vaccine. It is a virus, so it's a little tougher. Because we're probably at least 9 or 12 months away from actively having one out. Maybe this time next year. So I haven't been following it too much because I know we're so far away from it. But because the people that would need the vaccine the most would probably be at the most danger of getting the vaccine, especially with not much testing. It's not going to work exactly as everyone's hoping it's going to. There's too many moving parts for something like that. I'm hoping, but I have more confidence in other stuff. Let's put it that way. It really is, and you know what? A lot of things right now aren't. I agree somewhat, Josh. It's the same issue as baseball. It would be great to have a hub city, but wouldn't be enough fields, and you can't house that many people in one place. Basketball and hockey, you can do it with. You can't do it with baseball and football over the course of a full season. I guarantee you they wouldn't be doing it for the NBA if they had to do their whole season. You'd be traveling just like normal, but they can do the hub because it's only 2 months. So, football, again, same thing. I bet that they go with a hub city for the playoffs, especially because they end their season in the winter. But, I mean, they're going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue from the Super Bowl. They're not going to lose ad revenue because, I mean, that's a big part of the price, or the revenue I would assume for the Super Bowl, considering how much those ads freaking cost. But they're going to lose all those ticket sales. There's no way that they're going to even be able to be at 50% capacity in February. That's not going to happen. No chance. Well, I mean, they even said, I mean, Wisconsin Collegiate said alone they're going to lose like $100 million this year if they have to play a conference schedule only. And that's assuming they even play. Well, right now, as of right now, COVID vaccines aren't even in clinical trials yet. So we'd be at least 6 months away right this second. That's assuming they started testing right now, and then it would probably take a couple months after that just to get enough of it out there. I mean, once the vaccine gets started, we're gonna be seeing. It's gonna probably take a full season to get them all out, because you need to vaccinate everyone. Because this is assuming that you don't have to vaccinate the people that already got it. If they can get it again, everyone has to get vaccinated. But if you've gotten it already, you do the antibody test first. From what I've heard, a bunch of people are working on it, but it's not actually in trials yet. I could be wrong. If somebody has other, information otherwise, let me know. But I'm pretty sure we're not at a point where we're testing it, because it's still got to go through 3 to 6 months of testing and then human trials. Yeah, I'm looking it up now because I'm legitimately interested. I know there's drugs that are in the testing to treat it, but I don't think we're at the vaccine stage of testing. 10 o'clock, guys. Trying to get some stuff going here. Go check out the site. Link is in the chat. Yeah, right now there's 4 drugs that they're testing right now, antivirals, to see if they can be used in treatment. Remdesivir is the big one. But I don't see anything on vaccine testing. Yeah, there's a bunch of groups working on a vaccine. Um, yeah, there's a couple that are testing. It looks like the closest one is looking to start a clinical trial next month. That's a good one. You see that kind of like, with like a Hep A kind of vaccine or like measles, where you need to have like a couple shots of it, which they said is probably how it's going to have to be, because anyone that's getting a vaccine that hasn't gotten it is going to need a couple of doses in increasing quantities, so that they don't actually get it when we get the vaccine, because we're completely not immune to it. We haven't even, our bodies haven't even gotten it yet. So you need a couple steps to, ramp up to it. Kind of like when you start a new drug and they start you on a lower dosage so that, your body doesn't overreact to it. Nine left in Luminance, guys. Light the Fire, Luminance, Optic, a bunch of stuff is up there available. Trying to get some stuff filled for you guys. $10.05, guys. Let's get something going here. Optic, Light the Fire, Luminance. 24 products in stock here for lives. I got a bunch of stuff. I want to sell it to you guys. Go take a look. Some good prices here. Trying to get something rolling. I do have a bunch of things on sale as well. Really want to get this Luminance going. Not that there's anything wrong with golf and NASCAR, but I'm ready to have all of them back. Golf and NASCAR can only get me so much. Still looking to get something going here, guys. 10:07 p.m. Trying to get some site traffic here. Yeah, I haven't seen a live game yet, so I wanted to see, but I can only imagine. They said they were going to use MLB The Show sounds, so I'd have to assume it's just like watching a game of MLB The Show. If it's the same noises, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've never been to a Top Golf. In all honesty, I stopped playing full time probably when I was around 20. I haven't really played in 10 years. I've gone to the driving range a few times. The muscle memory's still there. I still know I can hit the ball if I need to, but I'm not the longest off the tee. I'm not that big of a, I'm not a huge power guy, but I can hit a wedge to 10 feet still. But yeah, I haven't been to a Top Golf, and I want to go just to see what it's like. Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm curious now. I want to see how close one is to me. Oh geez, there is nothing close to me. Oh, that sucks. The only one in PA is in Pittsburgh. So the one near you, Josh, that's the only one in Pennsylvania. The nearest one to me is in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, which is 30 miles away from me. That sucks. Still looking to get something going here, guys. 10:15. Go check out the site. Trying to get some lives and some group breaks going. What do we got? All right, I see you, Josh. 1 through 6, buddy. What are we looking at? Pick me a number. Or dealer's choice. Either one works for me. Or this has been a great case so far. I told you, Tim, every team has to be 1-1, so the Nationals have to win. It's only fair. It's 2020. Every team has to be 1-1. You know how this works at this point. Okay. Good luck, Josh. Best of luck as always. All right, live break coming up here for Josh, trying a 2020 Panini Legacy Football. Good luck to you. See, I'm the new hot take person now, so I can't. Like I said, I can't be the only one that's noticed it. All right, starting off here right away with a Prism Silver rookie of Kennedy McCoy, West Virginia University. Some regular base here, Justin Herbert. More regular base, yellow parallel to 150 for the Broncos, Von Miller. Yellow, John Elway. More base. Next up here, we do have a patch auto, and it's going to be to 100. Not a bad name here. Dual patch auto, Michael Pittman Jr., red parallel. Futures dual patch auto for the Colts. This is 5 of 100 on that one. 5 of 100, very close to the college jersey number. John Riggins, Isaiah Simmons, and other stuff. We continue on with a green parallel and a mini, ooh, shiny, of Tyler Boyd. That's to 100. And a green Charles Tillman. That's to 100. Barry Sanders, J.K. Dobbins, and base. Next up, we got a Justin Jefferson Optichrome rookie. Emmitt Smith, Joe Green, Jefferson regular base as well. More base cards. An orange rookie, A.J. Dillon of the Packers, number to 199. Tua rookie. More base. Charles Tillman, Archie Manning, Joe Burrow rookie, who always seems to follow Tua. Always good to get those two names in a box. Insert Lance Allworth, Emmitt Smith, Cam Akers. And it looks like we got a bronze rookie, T. Higgins, under the lights. This one is 89 of 100. Nice one there. Ed Reed, Len Dawson. We continue on. Wow, 2 patch autos in 1 box. This one is 10 of 35, and that numbering is in a weird place, so it's definitely not a rookie. Oh, or it is a rookie. Take a look at this. First dual auto we've seen. Isaiah Simmons and T. Higgins from Clemson. That is a nice card. I stand corrected. I've been wrong before. 10 of 35 on that dual autograph. Nice grab. Simmons and Higgins from Clemson. Sweet hit. Number to 299, the best quarterback in football, Mitchell Trubisky. Henry Ruggs rookie. That's not bad for a 2-auto box. You got 3 autos, technically. Up next here, we got Jerry Rice, Brett Favre. I just wasn't expecting a dual auto. I forgot they were thick. Joe Namath, Steve Largent, Jalen Reagor rookie. We got KJ Hill, Optichrome, Mahomes insert. Which, of course, anything with his name on it is fire now, considering he just signed a $500 million contract. Got a blue to 25 of Julio Jones for the Falcons. Nice sky blue parallel, 21 to 25 on that one. Get the focus in. Come on, be nice to me. There we go. Julio Jones blue. Cole Kmet rookie, couple packs left. Now, what we were discussing earlier, I knew this case wasn't dead. There was still a lot of good stuff in here. Mahomes, lasting legacies. And let's finish off this sweet box. Had to be our other mini, of course, and it's a Blue Legends mini of Joe Namath. Ooh, shiny. That's 50 of 50 on that Namath. Get that to focus in. Come on. Joe Namath mini. There we go. Joe Namath mini, the blue to 50. LT, Randy Moss, CD Lamb rookie, and base. That was a good box. That's your top-loaded pile. That's not bad for a box of Legacy. Thank you for the break as always, Josh. Very nice. That is some good stuff. I think we're going to look back at Legacy later this year and say, you know what, that was a pretty good product. I didn't like Legacy last year with how badly the rookies looked, but everything looks better this year, in my opinion. sure if this is going to fit in a 108. Nope. Still looking for some live break orders, guys. 9 left in Luminance Pick Your Team. There are some really good cards in that product, guys. We had a great case in the eBay break. And this case comes from the same batch, if you will. So hopefully the fire continues into that one. Let's go take a look at Luminance. We can hopefully get some of that going. I mean, the Brady base cards alone have been going for some decent money. And I've seen a lot of good names in the autos. I mean, just in the case, on the eBay case alone, there was a Tua year 1 auto. There was a CeeDee Lamb purple year 1 auto. And the year 1 autos are really nice. Nice on-card autographs. So let's get that hopefully going. We'd love to get Luminance filling. I know we still got a couple of teams, for my regulars here, that can pick up their PC teams. I know we still got a bunch of them going. Right now, Ravens, Packers, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Dolphins, Eagles, 49ers, Redskins are what's left. So some budget teams and some bigger teams. And remember, every spot that you pick up gets you an extra team as well. It's pick your team, random team hybrid. So 2 teams for the price of 1. Well, he's on the Buccaneers now, to be fair. So, I mean, no one likes the Patriots. The majority of Patriots fans now weren't Patriots fans 20 years ago. So, just like Golden State Warriors fans have, probably quadrupled in the last 6-7 years. There's a reason for that. I mean, Tim, you're right in the epicenter of it. How many people down there that you know are Yankees and Cowboys fans? I mean, it's fun to root for the popular team. You know what I mean? It's harder to, stick with your team through the ups and downs. I guess, to be fair, you'd probably have more people moving down there from the Northeast than moving over from Texas. But still, I mean, that's two franchises where there's fans everywhere, even where they're not supposed to be. Like here, you're not supposed to be a Cowboys fan here. That's just not how it works. But I mean, Yankees and Cowboys seem to be the two that you can attach yourself to the most. As, they have fans everywhere. In basketball, usually it follows a player. Like you're a Jordan fan or you're a LeBron fan. It seems to follow a player a lot more in NBA. There's not one team where everyone's a fan of that team. That at least makes sense, though. It's still New York. So I can understand that completely. What doesn't make sense is that my dumbass is from Philly and likes the Tampa Bay Rays. That one makes no sense. It's supposed to be the other way around. I'm supposed to be, from Florida, transplanted up to PA and liking the Rays. That's not supposed to be the other way around. There's like 2 Rays fans here, which is like about 10% of the fan base. Approximately. Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't hate the Phillies. Not even a little bit. And, when the Rays go under and they become the Las Vegas 51s or whatever they're going to be in 8 years, I'll probably still follow the team, but I'll probably naturally go back to Philadelphia. I initially started liking the Rays. Longoria got drafted there. I attached myself to him. And the Rays are still my #1 team. But I follow the Phillies as well. I just hate going to Citizens Bank Park. I refuse to go there. I don't enjoy it. It's not a great atmosphere. Philly fans, they aren't as bad as everyone says they are, but they're not great either. They're somewhere in between. I think Rhys Hoskins is a little overrated, but in the same cuff, I think Real Muto is super underrated. I think Aaron Nola is super underrated. And I think Kingery and Roman Quinn are going to be decent players that no one is talking about. But I'm a little interested. I really think they should call up Bohm and see what he's got in the tank. I mean, it's a weird atmosphere this year. And, I mean, that also could be just because I want to see a couple rookies come up. I know everyone's going to try and manipulate service times and whatnot, but let's see a couple new players. Robert's only up here because he signed an extension. But I want to see some new players. You know, some of the young guns that you wouldn't normally see in a season, but because of, roster issues, you might see this year. Like Joey Bart. Give him some time at catcher. Posey's not playing this year. Let's see what he's got. It would be fun. I mean, they're not going to do anything this year. But they're going to want to save him because they're going to want that, they're going to want that service time, which sucks. But it is what it is. He's overrated because everyone has him as this amazing superstar. He's better than people. That one's weird, though. The people that love him are overrating him, and the people that hate him are underrating him. He's somewhere in the middle. He's the best player on that team, I still think. But the counting stats aren't really, I guess, what he's best at. But he didn't have a bad year last year. He really didn't. He's somewhere in the middle, but that's only because there's a ton of people that do give him too much credit. But, I mean, last year, his stats weren't that bad. He played the full season. He had 150 hits. He had 115 RBIs. He had a 388 OBP. It wasn't a bad year, but it wasn't his MVP year. So I can completely understand that. But he's a very, very good player. And I think an all-star. But he's not a transcendent top 5 player. I mean, you gotta assume he's going to win the MVP again if he doesn't miss any time. But he's going to miss time. So we know he's probably not going to win it. Which makes me interested to see who is going to win it. And that's the thing with Mike Trout. I don't know anyone that hates Mike Trout. I know people that think, oh, he's done nothing. He's won no playoff games. He's not carrying his team. Real baseball fans know that's not how baseball works, but they don't hate him as a person. I don't know anyone that says, "Oh, I can't stand that guy," because you can't do that. He's not, he's a good person. It's really, you really have to be reaching hard to hate him. LeBron has haters everywhere, but basketball is also a really toxic sport for that kind of stuff. And he's a naturally good person too, but Mike Trout tries to stay away from, the spotlight, so he doesn't get you know, the LeBron treatment. So it's, so to say, because he doesn't say anything controversial. LeBron said a couple controversial things, and I still think LeBron's a great role model, and I don't think he doesn't deserve half of the crap that he's getting. But with Tom Brady, you got the cheating scandals, and he's never going to be able to get away from that. You got LeBron, you got Jordan, who's obviously polarizing in itself. Gretzky is hard to hate as well, I would say, but we don't really have a transcendent hockey player. I guess the closest right now would be Connor McDavid, who is also kind of hard to hate, but hockey's never going to really be at the level of everything else. But in baseball, I mean, when you talk about transcendent players, I mean, the closest I would probably have to say would be Griffey for Trout. I mean, Griffey was that good in his 20s and then he got injured. But he's kind of that's kind of hard to hate too. So Trout's probably our generation's Griffey. He's just got to stay healthy. Tiger Woods has had issues though. He's had his problems. He's had his personal issues, and he was so dominant for a while that you had to kind of like the Warriors. You had to root against him. But I'm a Tiger Woods fan. I rooted for him growing up. I still root for him now. Everyone deserves a second chance. But there's a lot more golfers I like as well. So when Woods isn't playing, I'm a big Jordan Spieth fan. I love Jordan Spieth. I'm a big fan of a couple Rory McIlroy, the younger guys. Rory's not even that young anymore, but I like the newer generation of golfers too. So I'm glad that I was able to catch on to a few people. Because Tiger's, I mean, he's got a couple good years left maybe. I know he wasn't supposed to have anything, but he could still win a tournament. He's shown it. He won the Masters. He won, in Japan. He can still win a tournament. He just got to put four good. He's old. He's getting older. I mean, for an athlete, he's getting up there. I know golf has a longer career, trajectory, but let's be realistic here. Still taking orders, guys. 10:37. Gonna try to give this till at least 11 o'clock. See if we can get some other breaks in here. Still taking personals and group break orders. 9 left in Luminance. Optic is in stock. Trying to get both of those going. Go take a look if you're interested. Trying to get Luminance filled here. Would love to break that tomorrow. Need some help to get some of that filled up. Steve Irwin. Where did you see that from? Because that would be the most random thing ever. Well, I would assume it's worth a bunch, but that's still super weird. Like, I mean, he was Australian, so I mean, football would be that'd be a weird product to put a Steve Irwin cut into. That's something I'd expect to see in like Transcendent as a an oversized box topper autograph. I wouldn't expect to see that in MT football. I don't see how that belongs there. My shoulder is sunburned. It's bothering me so much. Still taking those orders here, guys. Go take a look at the site. Link is in the chat. Trying to get this Luminance filled up. Remember, 2 teams for the price of 1. Still taking orders here, guys. 10:42. Plenty of stuff up there. Go check it out. That is super odd. I can't tell if that's NT football or basketball though. Oh yeah, that is the design for football. So yeah, that would be football. Man, that's so weird. It doesn't make sense as to why that would be, in a football product. It just doesn't connect. It's super cool. It's just odd. I don't think I've ever seen a Steve Irwin cut before. Not gonna lie, I know I've never seen his autograph before. Not that I've ever been in the market for one, mind you, but I know I've never seen a cut autograph of him. Yeah, that'd be a really that'd be a real nerve-wracking random. I mean, all 32 teams would get a chance. I mean, you could have the crappiest team in the break. You could have the Titans in that break, or the Texans, and you could walk away with a Steve Irwin auto for what, like 30, $40? There can't be yeah. There's no way you got to random that off. Like if I was breaking NT football, I mean it would fall under my no NFL team gets random to everybody rule. It'd be pretty simple, but that's not the card I would have had in mind, when making that rule. It's supposed to be for oddball stuff. You don't expect a Steve Irwin cutout to pop at it, regardless of the product that you're opening. If I was opening Goodwin, it would still be weird. It would make sense, but it'd still be unexpected. Still taking orders here, guys. Go take a look. 9 left in Luminance. Plenty of live break stuff available. Optic in stock now officially. Obsidian Chronicles, Legacy, Luminance, Light the Fire. Tons of stuff up there. Oh yeah, theoretically, in an NT case, I'd think any team that got that, regardless of what team it is, would probably profit. I mean, the highest team would probably be the Cardinals and Giants. In a case of NT, they'd probably be what? Maybe like 600-700 for a case break, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure on that number, but I would assume any whatever team got that would get what they paid for the spot at the very least. I don't keep up to date on what NT football pick your team breaks are doing. So I'm not going to have any. But that is really interesting. That's cool. That would be hard for me to that'd be hard for me to sell as well. 10, 50 guys. Giving this a little more time here, trying to get some more live and group break stuff going. I guess that Steve Irwin cut. You're not going to pull another one. Let's be honest here. You're not going to pull another one ever again. And if you do sell the card, the owner of the card is probably going to, store it deep in their collection, and you're not going to see that one again. And if you do, it's going to be years in the future. So you got to be really sure, am I going to miss this card before you sell that? I mean, the value of something like that's not going to go down. So, it'd be tough to argue against, like, oh yeah, I mean, hold on to it for a while. The value is not going to. It's not going to. Steve Irwin memorabilia and autographs are not going to tank at any point. Yeah, and that's why I kind of like Goodwin so much. Although I like it more when the price comes back down to normal levels, because there's a lot of oddball stuff in there that you don't normally see. It's the Ginter of the unlicensed world, and I really like Goodwin each year, and I usually end up getting a case around Black Friday. Around Black Friday. Oh, exactly. And you know what? When you showed me, I'd never seen something like that. So, absolutely, that makes sense. I'm actually looking at the Goodwin checklist now. I didn't see if there's anyone that I might be interested in that you wouldn't normally have a card. Like, it's a couple cool autographs this year in Goodwin. Danny Trejo has an autograph. That's not something you see every day. John Buccigross. Still taking breaks here, guys. Gonna do a last call for lives. Go take a look. Hopefully we can get something moving here. If you're looking at a Luminance spot, go take a look. Would love to get something moving here. Still taking orders here, guys. Last call for lives. I love my Samsung phones. I've had a Galaxy for a while now. I plan on getting the new one, but I'm waiting for a good deal. Usually they do a buy one, get one. So I'm waiting for that to pop up. Once that pops up, I'll probably jump. Because I have the S8, so mine's 3 years old. So it's about time. No, I love my Android. It's fine. We can have this one thing not in common. I can live with that. That's fine. You're either an Android or you're an Apple person. There's no in between. There's not like, oh, I like both. No, you like one or the other. That's never how it works. And it will never be how it works. Yeah, I've never had an issue with my Samsung. Love my Samsung phone. Last call for live breaks, guys. Yeah, I can't recall any issues because I've been with T-Mobile for forever. I can't recall having any, anything other than a small minor issue with any Android phone that I've had. It's an endless debate. It's just like politics. It's not worth it. You're not going to change people's minds. That's just how it is. Some people like Apple, some people like Android. There's no going around it. You're never going to have a universal, and that's a good thing. That's why exclusives are bad. You never want to have one company controlling everything. All right, guys. I'll be back at 9 p.m. tomorrow, guys. We're going to make a huge push to get Luminance filled. I will take a look and see, like I said, if you have an offer, if you want multiple teams, I will definitely listen to that as well. But I'll be making a huge push to get Luminance filled for tomorrow so that I can get that sent out to you so they're not waiting on that. Take a look at the other live and group breaks on the site. I will hopefully see everyone tomorrow. We can hopefully end the weekend here on a good note. Have a good night, everybody. Feel free to email me or text me if you have any issues/questions or you just want to talk about stuff. I'm around. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see everyone hopefully tomorrow night.